Let's see here, guys. See if I get this to work right. Live video. Just hang tight. I'm just doing a little signing in here. Events. There we go. Got it working. All right. We're going to do some raffle picking here in a second. Just want to tell everybody I appreciate everybody's efforts and at MSC for helping us get this raffle together. It's been about a month and a half of traveling around with this bike. We're doing this for the banquet, and it's a new thing. We haven't done this ever, and at least outside the banquet. So again, it's a cool new thing for folks in our series and members and people that aren't members yet. Maybe they're going to be members in 2025. But again, we want to thank our board, our executive board, for participating in this. And of course, we definitely want to thank everybody who bought tickets. We sold more than half the tickets that we bought, which is a goal. Our goal is to get above the baseline, and we did. Again, we did that tonight. So thanks to everybody who participated in this raffle. 2024, our racing season ended with a bang. We had the playoffs this year. It was the first year that we tried something like that. And I think it was a success in that the riders really had to work hard to win the championship. I think the ones that were supposed to win won. And those that participated also won. So it was a new nervousness for people, and it was exciting for us to watch as well. I mean, it's not, I know that racing local motocross, there's more riders than there are spectators per se, but it really gave the spectators something to watch this year, and we're glad it worked out. That's not always the case when you come up with these plans or these ideas, but I think that it worked out well. And to go along with that, we had discussions with some of our other tracks that are like alternate tracks that are in our series, and try to make them have a little bit more pizzazz on their series races that they have with us, like the Ace Southwick race that we have. Obviously, Southwick's a New England track, but Ace ties up with those guys. They partner up, and they do a very good event at that national track. And so we got them a double points event, and we couldn't get them a playoff race. It didn't fall in line with our schedule. We did try to get a scheduled date late in the season, but the schedule was already filled. So we did this playoff with a wild card event, which is a new event for this year coming up for 2025. So to make it even, we did wild cards at all the races that we have in our member tracks and in Southwick as well. So that's a new thing for 2025. E-bike class for the big bikes. That's a new class for 2025, which makes sense because we're raffling one of these off. Not everybody's for the electric bike. There's a lot of there's a lot of people that are either afraid of it or they just refuse to try to understand it, which is fine. You know, it's America. You're allowed to have that. But I've ridden them personally. My son's rode he's rode a couple of these Starks, and a bunch of friends of mine, people I know, and everybody that gets off of them is like, wow, this is incredible. It's a phenomenal motorcycle. I'm sure there's things that you might not like, but I think that's with everything. But these things are fast, faster than pretty much anything I've ever ridden, and it was pretty reliable for us. We didn't have any failures, so and the dealers that are around here, there's enough of them to give you support. And I do know that you can also call in their 800 number and get tech support as well. But again, this Stark Varg's pretty cool. I got the Stark Varg from my friend Anthony at Big Boys Toys. He's been a Stark dealer like right out the gate. He joined with Stark when they first started talking about putting a dealer network together. I know Billy Beer at MotoStar, he's got Starks, and from what I understand, there's a company out of Amsterdam that just picked up Starks as well. So they're in our area. They do have the dealers around here. It'd be pretty neat to have a full gate of Starks this year. If there's enough guys out there with them, certainly jump on board with MSC in 2025. You will have a class to race in. So, and that's a pretty cool thing. So, not that my wife's happy about it, but there's a Stark right there that somebody's gonna be happy tonight when they win that thing. It's in my kitchen, which I never put a motorcycle in my kitchen, actually, in my life. But it's electric, so there's no gas and there's no smell. So I was able to bring it in, and she's still a little mad at me, but she'll get over it. All right, so the other things that we have for this year is we have our usual tracks that we have, but we added two tracks for 2025. Boondock, which most of our members either know or have been there already. They had a couple practices up there. And so that's Chris Halsey and his family. They put that track together last year, and I'm glad to have them on board. And we picked up a race down at Raceway Park. We've been talking about that for, God, it's got to be the entire time I've been with MSC. We've been talking about Raceway Park. And back when I did XMS, we did a race with them and the old track. And so we're going to try it this year, see how it goes. We're neighboring districts. We're not competitors because we don't, they're there and we're up here, but we're going to try to join up a little bit and see how it goes. I hope it's good for them, and I hope it's good for our riders. Have a little bit of a change up. It's a nice track. It's aggressive. So if you want to take the trip down, it's one race. Try it out, and maybe next year we'll do something with District 2 a little further north, join the little forces that way. So so there are two of the new tracks, and of course we have Echo Valley back with us again this year. They've been a staple track with MSC for a while now, and we have my track, Diamondback Motocross. Obviously we're not going anywhere anytime soon. We're sticking with MSC. We're lifers. Been doing it since 1992. That's when Johnny built and Jeff Durago built Diamondback in Modena. So, of course, we have the Walden Playboys. They were MSC for a lot longer than they weren't. So we're glad that they're with us and sticking by us this year. Again, we have the Orange County Fair Speedway motocross track. Mike's back with us again. Again, Mike's been with us since he started the motocross. And of course, the Ace Club, which they are members of MSC, and they're running their two races at Southwick like they do each and every year. So that's what we have going on for 2025. And when we get to the banquet, I'll explain more. Nobby News will be coming out here shortly, and that'll have everything in it. I'm sure everybody's pretty much excited about seeing who won some stuff. So I'm going to take a walk in the other room, and I'll spin the tumbler. We'll pick out our 3 tickets and see who's won. So again, took over the dining room a little bit. But if you guys ever go to the MSC banquet, you'll know about this tumbler. This tumbler was built by John Cohen because every tumbler that you could buy wasn't big enough to hold all our raffle tickets. So we have the banquet, we fill this thing almost completely to the top. I got a little smarter and made the tickets a lot smaller. So now we don't have to worry about filling this thing completely up. But let's fix this. All right, here we go. I spun this about 150 times before. So sorry I don't have any 2 or 3 year olds to pick this out, but it is what it is. I gotta throw these back in. Make it fair for everybody. First ticket I'm going to pick out is going to be the third prize. That's a waxed racing gear set, pants and jersey. The winner, I'll give you a call on the phone number that's on this card, and I'll hook you up with Tommy from Waxed Racing, and he will get your sizes and your last name and your riding number to go on your jersey. And then you will get your gear shipped to you. Also, second prize, it's $500 in gift cards. That'll be pulled out next. And then lastly, we will have the motorcycle. All right. I'm not going to look. I'm just going to pick. And I hope it's a cool one. All right, this is for the gear set. Tony Sikorsky. I had his phone number, but it's ticket number 1729. 1729 wins the gear set. All right. Second prize, a $500 gift card. Or it's $500 in gift cards. Oh, man, this is funny. D-Man, Darren. It's ticket number 1854. 1854. That's Darren. If you want a motorcycle, Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki, KTM, go to Maroney Cycle, ask for Darren. He just won the $500 gift card. I'm going to just keep mixing these all up. All right, I'm going to go under this side. Oh, man. Ticket number 1019 won the Stark Varg. 1019. That's John Percadio. John, you just got yourself a Stark Varg. There's our tickets. So 1729 is the Waxed Racing. 1854 is the $500 gift cards, and 1019 is the Stark Varg. Again, I appreciate everybody's participation in our raffle here, and awesome for these people that won. And I'm sorry for those who didn't win. I've played myself. A whole bunch of our members have played, and they're all here to support the sport. They're here to support the Metropolitan Sports Committee. So there's the bike. It'll be brought down to Big Boys Toys on Thursday, and when John, you get a hold of me or I'll call you. You just got to go down there and do the paperwork and pick up your cool new Stark Varg. Again, thanks everybody. Really cool thing, and we'll see everybody at the banquet. Everybody have a happy new year. I'll let you go before the ball drops, and toast to everybody. Thanks again, and have a good night.